Namaste children. In last lecture we discussed about the traditional notion of security as external threats. Now we will begin the internal security threats. In internal security threats we will include all those threats coming from inside the country in the form of civil war, insurgency and nationalist struggle, etc. So here first we will see the meaning of civil war. As you have studied in the class 10 about the civil war between the Tamil peoples and the Sinhala peoples inside the country. And the second is insurgency. Insurgency means a group of people struggle or oppose the government, their own government, by taking arms. And next is nationalist struggles. Nationalist struggles mean for struggle for getting independence. For example, India struggled against Britishers for getting the independence before 1947. So here we see that internal security threats mean countries do face violence or the threat of violence from inside its border. Remember girls, from inside its border comes under the internal security threats. But here very important thing is here that international notion was not given so much importance of internal threats after Second World War. The main competition was after Cold War between the two superpowers, USSR and USSR. So they try to form their military alliance. As you have studied in the chapter 1 Cold War, USA formed the NATO in 1949 and USSR formed the Warsaw Pact in 1955. So what was the reason why they were forming these types of military alliance? Because they were worried about the other countries' external threats. They were worried about the external threats. This was the main reason. So that's why they were not focused on their internal matters. They were thinking about that. They have no internal problem. They were only focused on the external matters. And now we will see the main difference between the internal notion of security in different types of nation, mainly Western Europe and Asia and African countries. So first we will take Western European nations. Most of the Western European countries faced no serious threats from groups and communities inside their countries. All groups and communities, no problem they were facing within their borders. This was an important point. They were only external threats. Next is some European powers were worried only about violence in their colonies because these European countries were very powerful and they faced problem in their colonies only because colonized people who wanted independence, they were struggle against their colonial master. For example, you can take the example of Vietnam, struggle for independence from France in 1950 and war in Kenya in 1950-60 against Britain for getting independence. So this was about the Western European nations' theory on internal security threats. Now, Asia and African nations. Mainly, they were dealing threats from neighboring countries. This is sure. For example, if we will take the example of India. So, India and Pakistan. After partition, after 1947, we have conflict with Pakistan on borders and many other issues also. China also, we have dispute with China on borders. So this is main threats in Asia, like this type of threats we are facing in Asia and African countries. Now, second type of internal threat, this is very important point, separatist struggle or secessionist struggles. For example, if we will take the example of India, in Punjab, a group of people demand an independent state from India, Khalistan, for independent state Khalistan, and like this we will talk about the civil war. As earlier I told you, civil war in Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, Sinhala people and Tamil peoples were fought against each other. This is known as civil war. This type of conflict comes under the internal security threats, because that time in Sri Lanka, Tamil people wanted to form independent country from Sri Lanka. So this was about the internal security threats and the difference between Western European nations and Asia and African nations for views on internal security threats. In next lecture, we will continue this chapter with the topic traditional security and cooperation. Thank you.